Hi, I'm Lenard Guzman with Deligrate. We provide on-demand biz ops for high-growth startups. And in this video, I wanted to go over what's Geoarbitrage. I want to go over a few examples, but first I'm going to go over what Geoarbitrage is. Kind of the first time that I figured out, oh, hey, what's Geoarbitrage was like on Tim Ferriss's blog, or actually either his 4-Hour Workweek book. Yeah, he was the first one that I knew of who was actually explaining this, and I think he was this was like the early 2000s where he was outsourcing to India essentially. So Geoarbitrage is let's say we're here like in the US, and you're outsourcing to a place, let's say developing world, let's say the Philippines. The cost of living is different, cost differently because of the currency. And so let's say, for example, here's an example, for 2015, the raw human capital, which is a salary for a CSR, customer service rep in Manila, is $550 a month. That comes out to about $4 when you round it up. You compare that with a CSR here in the US. On average, you're gonna have to pay about $3,000 a month, and then you're gonna have to add the the phantom employee costs, the taxes, the FICA, Social Security, health insurance, etc. So I have CPA friends who say that let's say $3,000 a month could, because of the phantom costs, could jump to, let's say between $4,000 and $5,000 a month, depending on where you are and what company, the size, etc. So that's like a 5-to-1 ratio in essence. And so, that's what Geoarbitrage is. A good, I wouldn't recommend to, outsource your whole operations to, let's say to Manila, Philippines. What a good hybrid model is, would be kind of what this company, this high-tech growth company in De Niro, actually ran into the founder, Jessica, in Manila when I was there. And from what she told me, her leadership, like her executive team, their headquarters in San Francisco, I think there's about somewhere around 50 employees there. And then what she does is she has a back office in Manila that has about, I think, somewhere around 30 to 50 people in that office. And I just read something where they're expanding to Portland as well. So I think that's kind of what the future is going to be, because the cost of a business, especially here in California, is just skyrocketing. It's just, your overhead and your liabilities are just so large that it's just not scalable. And I get a lot of backlash from people that are saying that hey, you're taking away jobs, American jobs, and there's a lot of negative connotation when say something like outsourcing and BPO, people, I tell people, like, hey, you're a hypocrite in a way, because this shirt, it was outsourced. The jeans that I'm wearing are outsourced. The shoes that I'm wearing are outsourced. They're manufactured in, most likely, in Asia, so primarily China, although things are moving out of China now. So let's say, these pair of shoes, right? These $100 shoes, that are mass produced, can you imagine paying $300 for them? It's ridiculous. so like people who are in manufacturing, when I talk to them, we have conversations. Like I'm like, hey, how much would it cost to, if you're manufacturing here in, let's say, Los Angeles versus, let's say, China, and they're telling me like at minimum the prices would go 3 times at least, and it's people complain that, hey, our clothes are I don't want to pay that much for clothes, for like branding, material things, whether it's clothes or hardware. You go to the store, that's all sourced. So like my point is like yeah, you want, if you really like wanted to like have all the jobs in the US, then you'd have to pay so much more. Like it would just, you probably could only afford like one pair of shoes, 1 pair of jeans, and like 3 t-shirts or something. It's just, the prices would just skyrocket. And so, let's see, what else? Okay, let's end the video there. If you're interested in outsourcing your operations, go to our website, delegrate.me, and send us a message.